of course, we have quite a bit of externalities which will be part of the investors getting sense making their investment in Nigeria's frontier market. And one of these is what you called the unexpected gift by the U.S. Fed. That's the Federal Reserve, or the U.S. Central Bank, if you want to put it that way. Let's get back to the stock exchange and talk to the chief market analyst at Emerging at Eagle Global Markets, Uchenna Minnis. Good morning. It's good to have you on the program, Uchenna. Thanks for coming through. The first issue is this. We'll look at the global space. What strikes you as the biggest story for Nigeria as a frontier market?
It has to do with the value of the U.S. dollar. So we have seen the Federal Reserve kind of change its stance in 3 months from a hawkish place to dovish place, and now recently to an over dovish place. Now we've seen that as a gift to the emerging market, as having an over dovish Federal Reserve will only cost the U.S. dollar valuation to depreciate in value, and a weaker U.S. dollar is always going to be high price assets in the emerging market space like Nigeria.
Yes. So how should we play this? You folks at Eagle Global Markets believe that a bit of slowdown or patience with the U.S. Fed on Fed fund rate or rate movement was an unexpected gift to the Nigerian market. How do you mean?
Yeah. So basically, the Fed has always worked with a particular monetary policy stance, whereby aside this interest rate change, there is always a forward guidance, a dot plot as to its federal funds rate. But what has happened is over time, the Fed has kind of slowed down in the space by changing its stance and totally excluding the forward guidance and entirely depending on data dependence. So what he's saying now is there are no future dot plots, there are no future rate hikes, so the market really cannot price anything going forward. What it is the Federal Reserve will only react as to when the data prints. So basically for us now, we are seeing a Federal Reserve that is more like a speculator, really. So every time a data comes out, macroeconomic data comes out significantly, they will not look to adjust their monetary policies. And to us, we feel that is just quite, should I say, unexpected.
Okay. Just in about 30 seconds, Uchenna, what's your outlook on the Nigerian market?
So for us, couple of variables. So if we have a Federal Reserve that was still going to maintain its over dovish stance, and we also have the trade war looking to should I say, subsidize in terms of pessimistic outlook, and we have higher oil prices, would expect an increased capital flow into the Nigerian market space. It's more like a no-brainer, because assets in that space are underowned and undervalued, given what has happened in the recent year.
Uchenna Minnis, Chief Market Strategist at Eagle Global Markets. Thank you very much for your time. See you some other time.